Well, hello, it's Susie. We're working with some really extraordinarily beautiful friends that I've had, and we're working with what we call hoarders. And I did that back in probably back in Houston and also a little bit back in Austin when I was doing some of this material as well. So we're going to be focusing on how can I help a hoarder? And this person I'm working with is a great friend. I love this person, and I'm really privileged to be helping his home. So it's been really fun. So we're going to get started right now. Helping someone with hoarding behavior requires sensitivity, patience, and understanding, as it is a complex mental health issue. Here's how you can support them effectively. All right, number one, understand hoarding disorder. Learn about hoarding and its emotional roots. It's not about laziness or lack of willpower, but often tied to anxiety, fear, or trauma. Avoid judgment or shaming, as this can make them feel defensive or worsen their condition. All right. Moving into building trust and show empathy. Approach the hoarder with empathy and understanding. Acknowledge that their belongings hold emotional significance to them. Avoid forcing or rushing them to declutter, as this can create anxiety and resistance. Use supportive language like, I can see how important these items are to you. How can I help you make these things easier for you? All right. Encourage professional help. Suggest seeking help from a mental health professional, such as a therapist, specializing in cognitive behavioral therapy for hoarding disorder. Support groups in person or online can be very helpful, such as those offered by organizations like Clutters Anonymous or local mental health services. And then the next one is help set small, manageable goals. Break tasks into small steps. For example, start with one small area like a drawer or a single corner of a room. Focus on items that are easier to let go of, broken or duplicate items. Celebrate progress, no matter how small, to build confidence and momentum. Provide practical assistance. Offer to help with sorting and organizing, but only if they're comfortable with it. I'm stuttering today. It's so crazy. Ask questions like, do you think someone else could benefit from this item? When was the last time you used this? Be patient and respect boundaries. Understand that progress may be slow and setbacks may occur. Avoid frustration or pushing too hard. Respect their attachment to their items, even if it doesn't make sense to you. Address safety concerns. If clutter poses immediate health or safety risk, like fire hazards or pest infestation, gently emphasize the need to address those issues first. Offer solutions like hiring professional cleaners or organizers, and that's what I do. I'm one of those, right? And I'll say this again. Offer solutions like hiring professional cleaners or organizers, but involve them in the process. And also take care of yourself. Supporting a hoarder can be emotionally draining. Set boundaries for your own well-being and seek support for yourself if it's needed. Consider consulting professionals for guidance on how best to help without becoming overwhelmed. All right. Would you like some of these tips, or maybe getting some of these organizing specific spaces, finding resources in your area, or discussing the issue with a person like me? All right, yeah. So it's been really fun. I did hoarding stuff back in Austin a little bit, and I was doing it back in Houston also with the cleaning and the organizing and all of that. And a lot of hoarding stuff was there back in Houston, and it was it was fun. I actually kind of like clearing things. I like to release things. Let some things go. And yesterday, one of my friends, I went to his place and we had a really great experience, and he decided he wanted to go right into the pantry in the kitchen. And he just started noticing that there's all these boxes and the expirations are so old. It's like freaking old, So that was a huge win when he went into the pantry and just started to look at everything that he's had for so long, right? And that was extraordinary. And it was a gigantic bags of what was in that pantry. It was just extraordinary. So I think, the more that we kind of get together with some of our friends that may be hoarders or maybe want to let some things go, you can just start kind of noticing that, we've got help, right? So I love helping. I love helping people to have a better experience. And going forward, I'm going to continue to be working with this young man, and I really appreciate him. He's a wonderful person, and he knows he's a hoarder. It's very obvious in his house, right? But yesterday was really a great experience. We did a lot of clearing in the pantry, and the pantry was so stacked with stuff that was so expired, and that was a huge win and a huge bag of stuff that went into the trash can. So sometimes when people are like hoarders, they don't want to let go of things. But now he's starting to notice that I think it's time for me to do something different. Maybe I could do a few things on my own, But whenever I'm with him, I'm constantly right next to him, and we're just kind of talking, and we're kind of looking at what kind of items we want to get or what we want to release. All of that has been a really pleasure and joy for me to do some of this work. I don't know why I started stuttering. It was just, I was like, oh my God, what's happening, right? But this has been a great experience for me. Like I said, I was back in Austin, I was back in Houston doing some of this work, and then I'm here in Scottsdale doing the same type of work. And it's pretty fun. Anyway, so I think that's it. I just wanted to put out a little bit more information about, if you have some issues that you want to clear, some spaces in your home or in your office or anything like that, you can call me, you can check in with me, and we could see if we could find something that we could get something a little bit better for you. So sometimes people get so much stuff, too much stuff in their home or sometimes in their offices. We could go ahead and clear some of that as well. All right, so we will see you soon, and a namaste.